Hey guys, welcome back to this video. It's me, Gamer Player All. You guys really know that, right? Okay. Yeah, I want to sneeze, but I try to do not also. So I have one game what I want to try, what I have played, but it's not really like levels. But let's go to just get to the point. I think it was called space flight or flight. Let's go type it. Yes, it's something like that. Yep, it was right. So this game is more like you exploring in space. Usual. Like you see these pictures? There's more but just go to the moon and go back to Earth. It's more just that. If you see my video now with Space Flight Simulator and you see other people how to play that, then you will know what I mean. So, and yes, ask me anytime what game you want me to play or what game you want me to continue. Okay, there we go. Played before. Wait, I didn't know there's mods. Download mods. But yeah, I will later learn how. I want to. Okay, so let me get to the point. Later on, I want to understand how actually mods work. But let's go try. Okay, let's go to the point. Okay. Usual name. Gamer Player All. Solar System default. Wait, do you get another one? Challenge. Quick saves. Oh. Realistic is more like a very hard challenge. Let's go to normal. This is a challenge. This is a challenging game. What requires patience and preference. Continue. Rocket science is hard. Don't give up. Keep trying, and you will succeed. Wait, is this challenges? Oh no, my mind. There's a lot of stuff. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Moon, captured asteroid, Mars, Probodus, Demonus, and this. What is Ceres? Ceres. Oh, that is the one planet who lives in the asteroid. Why I do know that is because I usually watch Solar Balls. You know, if you watch one of my other videos. Firstly, we need to test some stuff, so we're gonna put the camera on because you know the working room here. And yeah, I'm sorry for you guys who usually on TV now or on stuff, but I will try my best to make it the big as possible for you guys. Okay, first let's go back. Let's go build the basic stuff like our first rocket, like you know the first scientist that ever built their first rocket. Basic stuff like this platforms. Parachute is always. I think the parachute was ready made it from a long time. So we're gonna do like in generations. So first is this is our rocket. Not good, but it's also alright. Turn on. The rocket is gonna take off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. We have left off, guys. We are left off. Whoa, I didn't know. Whoa, this is so cool. Whoa! But usually I didn't see this even use water. This is so cool. Okay. It's so cool. It's so realistic. It's really. Whoa. If we zoom out, that's our 1 star. Go. Okay, we are close to our empty fields. We see the map. We must go a little bit like this. You can actually see the thickness of the water on this planet, of our Earth. Okay, test flight. Our first test flight does succeed. We're gonna call it. Remember, I'm gonna show you guys how to save the things because I have played it before. Yeah, our height is too high. We are gonna turn to lower the speed. You see that vocally that makes my speed slower, but because I'm spinning so fast. I think we cannot deploy near 2500. I can remember last time I played it. Yeah, I was right. Okay, we are getting faster down. Okay, we're gonna get our positions ready. Okay. Okay, we are getting fast. On my mind. We are miles per second. That's fast. 1 mile per second. That's very fast. Oh yeah, I forgot to deploy. We're gonna crash in water. So we are, if we're getting close to 500 meters. Yeah. Okay, so that's not bad. 32 miles per second. I know, but you will usually see I'm gonna make a lot of this because this is our journey. So usually in rockets, they're gonna test the whole thing, the rockets. So before they gonna actually use it, so they be making a plan for a stage building. You know what I mean? Here we getting close to 500, 600, 500. There you go. I wonder how it looks like when we are in water. And no, in real life, water doesn't have actually a color if you didn't know. It's just the sunlight reflecting the water to give it a color. Didn't you know? In the swimming pools, if you empty all the water, the painting gave the water actually the color. So the water itself doesn't have actually color. It's just the sunlight or the thing who give him that color. So yeah, I know some of you guys already know that, but some of them who don't know, but they know now. It's obvious question and a dumb question also to say or to explain, but it's now in the past. Past is in the past, so don't worry about that now. Anyways, we are approaching the water. Actually, it looks so cool when you are actually zooming in closer to the water. That's so cool. Okay. Recover. Challenge. Nothing. Okay, so we're gonna create quick save. rocket, first rocket. Then I'm gonna put a date, 2026 06 08. First rocket, 2026. Okay, so that's the first challenge what we got. It's just left off. Okay, now we're gonna build new rocket, continue building, and look at, let's go change the name, blueprints. Actually, first test rocket. First test rocket 2026 06 08. Okay, so this is our rocket, our first. Yeah, you don't actually gonna see it, but doesn't matter now. Okay, so this is our first rocket. Then we're gonna change the little stuff here. This is our second test rocket. We're gonna left off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a left off. Here we go again. Okay, so the first thing what we must do, we must get a very high altitude. Let's go say 1000 meters. Then we're gonna turn. So let's go stay like this, and then we're gonna turn if we reach 1000 meters. Just like that. Then we must wait till another one can show. I know we are getting high now. I think his next one is 5000 meters, obviously. Okay, then we're gonna turn like that. Why? Because if you do that, you're gonna get more height and more speed to get more distance. So look how much fuel we do have in that distance. A lot to spare actually. Okay, just at the moment we have lost our fuel. I think we're gonna land farther what we have landed in this rocket. Yeah, we're gonna lift the junk here. One day we're gonna manage how to delete them, but we're gonna leave them for memories, you know. But junk in space we will delete, but you know, like things for memory, like a satellite, or you know what I mean. There's gonna be a challenge to create a space station in the space. Gonna be a little bit of challenge because you must adjust and everything. And yeah, I think I'm gonna be burn up. Yeah, I'm gonna be burn up. Before I'm gonna land in this world, I'm gonna be burn up. I think how it works, when you come from the coldness of the earth, in space, they enter the earth, the atmosphere. Then all the air in the atmosphere gonna compress in one place where you are coming in. Then that creates heat, because heat only comes when there's something compressing it. You know, that's how it works. Damn, we're going no, we're not even fast. And the map looks like we're going fast, but it's not actually. parachute have deployed. We gonna, yeah, we are very farther. See what I mean? If you do what I have done, look how farther we have became. We use the same fuel, you know, because if you turn too early, then you're gonna lose more distance. But if you keep up straight to get more height, then you turn a little bit to get more distance while you have height. Because if you throw just a right angle like any sports, then you're gonna go throw harder, actually farther I mean, when you actually throw low. Obviously, if you think about that. Okay, so you can see if you go here in a distance, so you can see it's a very very big distance what we have managed to get. I think if you go deeper, then you can see the sea level going deeper and deeper, how deeper you go, but it's also going very. Okay, so this is our testing. So we now, because we are not scientists, we usually know this atmosphere is gonna burn us up. Okay guys, I'm gonna be back, but give me a sec. Look at that. Okay, that was not good, but this will be okay. Gonna be okay. Looks like we're moving around in the water. Yeah, looks like it. But anyways, that is our first of second one. Let's go here. Continue. Save. Second. Save. If you go here, then you will see first test, second test, rocket. Then you will see actually the date. Rename. There you go. Now, because we know there is an atmosphere who's gonna burn us up, so we have now created a shield. Everything is still the same, but that's how we're gonna do. No more time for waste. Here we go. We're gonna do the same. We're gonna go straight up. I think it's because it's heavier, so it'll take a little bit of time. Yeah, heavier it means more weight to carry also if you go very high speeds. So it's gonna get more or less heavy for the engine to push. Yeah, we are actually nearly out of fuel now already, because it's not very heavy to move. You can actually hear the wind. Then we're gonna deploy. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, that's good. Because we are now getting up speed, then I'm gonna stand like this so we don't get burned up. Okay, so we know we need the shield, but we need more fuel to get more distance, you know. Okay, we're getting closer to the ground. Okay, let's go here. Switch to. Then you'll see, yeah, he's getting speed, but he's going very slow. You can see how fast he's falling when I'm falling. Just I'm going like he's half of his speed, and he's going straight down. I think he's not gonna make it, you know, because you know what happens to us when we just go straight down into the water. It explodes us. That's bad. Okay, so we are getting close, and now. Okay, well, we're gonna switch to him. He's now because he's empty, you know, because he's empty and he don't have any fuel, but his mass does matters. Yeah, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. I mean, he's not gonna make it, but let's go see what's gonna happen. Kaboom. What part is left? Only this. Yeah, it shows parachute is very important now. Okay, we made it safely. Now we need to build a rocket bigger, but we must also save the this rocket also. We made safely. Challenge complete, lift off. It was actually easy. And land safely. Okay. Now we're gonna go here, build new, continue build. Then we're gonna save this. Third test. Rocket 2026 06/08. Save. Now let's go see. Yes, just right. Then we're gonna move it upwards till our second imaginary. It's this one. Remember, we are going like stairs to the best rocket we can get. Okay, this is our best rocket now. Your rocket's too heavy to launch mass 15 tons thrust launch anyways. Okay, then you know it doesn't work like that. Continue build. Save blueprint for test F, for test rocket 2026 0608. Then we're gonna go here. Then what's happening now, because we know the small engine cannot do, but 2 is better as 1, because you know, if we want to get better, remember, because with only 2 engines can fit, and because it now becomes very heavy, it's gonna be a problem for the 2 engines. That's when we're gonna get a new engine. Okay, that was successful boost. I think it's gonna go to the same distance like the others, but this fuel is getting very slow, so it's gonna be a very good advantage of distance. And look how strong is the thrust. And we are getting very fast altitude. Yeah, we are already at the half tank, and look how far we gone. But yeah, we are getting closer to our space journey. Yeah, then at this height we must also get our peak. Yeah, we are reached to space just like that, but we will re-enter this is the first time we reach into space. Now we can just see upper skies. It's actually just the 5th test of the rocket, and we already reached to space. Then another one, then we can use a bigger tank, so we have more thrust to actually get in orbit around the planet. The time passed. Just here, then we're gonna release that. Then I think he's gonna burn up in the atmosphere when we're gonna reach there. Let's go to here, time warp. Okay, we must get ready. You can see, if we're gonna just watch on the map, here we enter, because we're moving so fast, we're gonna burn up very fast. Okay, we're getting very fast down to earth. But you know, it's gonna, yeah, you can hear it now, it's burning up now. Nothing is gonna left. Yeah, he's not gonna make it because there's only a little bit of water. Damn, the temperature is almost like 1000 degrees. if we look at the speed, at his point of landing, he is not gonna have a chance to survive. We're gonna land on that's weird. We're gonna land on a island, if you can say that. We're gonna land on an island. That's good. He is not gonna be in a great position. Well, he is almost 500 meters. He is very far away, so we will see what's gonna happen to him. Yeah, we're approaching. Oh, we are in the desert. Yeah, we are more like in the desert now. We reached like the other side of America now. Let's see what's gonna happen to him. Well, if you look at his speed, he's moving way too fast to actually survive any impact of this water, because he's really been burned up in the sun. He's not gonna survive this. Yeah, he's gonna die just like that. But if it managed to survive, then I'm very proud of it. Yeah, just like I said. Okay, we're approaching to our furthest destination of our furthest record. See how far we have went, just our couple of landings and further, and look how far we went, just like here. Almost through a whole America. America is the other side of the world. But yeah, we almost flew from the side of from this side of the land through till there. That's very far distance. This is our new stuff we got. Now we're gonna continue. The blueprint 5 test. Rocket 2026 06 08 save. See, we already have make 5 different rockets through the time. Now we know we can reach in space with this. Now we can manage to upgrade our fuel. So we can reach in space more. So here we go again. You can see it's a little bit heavier, so it's gonna take more fuel to lift off. More heavier, more speedy, of less speeding. Okay, so we're gonna spare fuel till we reach here. We must stay in the angle so we can actually escape Earth's gravity, so we can actually stay in orbit on this planet. Okay, we ran out of fuel, so we're gonna go here. So we know we must get a bigger tank. Then we're gonna time lapse this. Okay, we are approaching to Earth's atmosphere. We know he's gonna burn up in some parts, he's gonna lift in the other parts, gonna be destroyed. This is the 6th part, right? Yes, the 6th test. Number 6. So we managed to get more very bigger distance as this one, because we made it a bigger distance, so we need to get more fuel so we can get a further distance. Then we must get a better engine, and yeah. Yeah, not even a single part have survived. Okay, so we managed to get a lot of distance. We managed to get in the water also. So it means we usually go over, yeah, far away the land have we went over. Then we're gonna speed up time. Okay. And here we go, closing to the water. And look at that distance. Look at that distance when we managed to get another rocket. And we managed to get more tank of fuel. You can see how closer we're gonna get to get in orbit. And yes, you can manage to deploy that. Yeah, it's gonna be destroyed in the water very fast. Yep, it's gonna die. Here it goes. Bye bye. Where did it up? No, he survived. Okay, so oh yeah, because he's mostly like a frisbee. I think he sank. No. Don't hit it. Okay, so it actually helps to do that. Okay, so that was cool. Continue building. Okay, so this is gonna be the 6th one. Yes, you're wondering why must I put always the date so I can see for what time I did that, so it give me memories. So we know we must get more fuel. Every rocket we build needs more better fuel, so that's the biggest fuel we can get. Okay, need them in distance. So let's go try to use all the fuel what we have and try to make them in distance. Then we're gonna try to get them the supporters. We are like acting like the older times, like 19 or 1800s. We take step by step to getting better till the best. You know what I mean? Okay, so firstly, of all kind, we will see how far this is gonna take us. I don't know if it's gonna go very far. I think it's gonna go between here, one of them, because his tank is already half, like the last one happens over there, because we reached at that point. But let's go see what's gonna happen. Now we can go to this angle. Further distance. And this is the next plan. You're wondering why? It's because you know what I mean. So usually what the plan is, we're gonna try to get closest to the atmosphere, so we're gonna spare a lot of fuel so we can go to the further distance, if you know what I mean. No, you guys already know. But if you want really to get more farther distance, you must usually to get faster and more distant what you usually means. Like here you can see it's ready to surpass and he's gonna surpass yep, and he's gonna continue going forward. Okay, we managed to get to here, like almost the other side of the world. So let's go to the highest point of the gravity, and we're gonna deploy it and go in just like here. Because when we're getting close to Earth, you can see we're getting very faster, a lot of faster. So we're getting ourselves ready. And this is our 7th test. You can see we already managed to get in space, and we're gonna reach further and further. Like one day we're gonna reach like here, or manage to get in a small orbit later on, and it's gonna continue further and further and further. But I've remembered if we what is that again? If you manage to complete the quizzes, like you reach to the moon, there's a lot of stuff you need to do, or if you can do. Okay, we're reaching in the atmosphere. This is gonna very far distance to fly, but we already passed that, so we're gonna land on that small island or through the water. You see, we managed to go very far. Yeah, it's actually dumb to say, but the next island is actually other side of the world, so it's gonna take a while. Yep, that's not gonna survive that. If that's managed to survive, and yep, it doesn't, because you know it's getting very hotty. So puppy. But anyways, that is what's gonna happen now. For me, it feels like we are getting very close to the land, like here. But actually, if you zoom out, look how far we actually is. But we're getting faster, very, very fast. Our temperature record is about over 2000 degrees. The hardest temperature you can ever record it. Yeah, we're recording actually, but yeah. And yes, the people have managed to see one time actually in space. So they managed to see it again in space. I think it's about the third time they went to space and back. Yes, actually the third time. If you go back here, wait, let's go. Wait till we can parachute. You know. Okay. Yes, if you look here, that one and that one, that two rockets have managed to reach in space, and this one also. So yes, we managed to reach in space with three times in space. Yes, we're gonna fast forward the time, but as we'll see how far the supporters can do, or the extra tank, you know. I usually always deploy at the moment before we reaching this altitude. So when we get it closer, we are actually at a good speed. So when you're at this distance, we can just drop it. It's like mostly like a cushion for me. Yeah, to help me to deploy more. Okay, so this is our new rocket. We actually managed to reach in space, but they actually didn't reach to orbit, but it doesn't matter now. Number 7. Test. Test rocket 2026. 6. Oh, 8. Okay, see. So, yeah, you can. It's so cool. You can actually it will continues that way. Okay, so first thing we're gonna get one more rocket. Then the first tank and holders. Without this nose, scientists test everything what they can use. Okay, that's very better. Look how fast we are flying now. But it doesn't have that strong mass. But it's very high. The volume is actually very high. If you can hear that in the headphones, how high the volume is. You know. Okay, we're gonna. Oh yeah, we cannot do that, but we managed to get very fast there.
Makes sense, bro. I'm just like shooting people around. You should
It actually needs speed and more height to get the more distance. It usually do and does.
shoot.
Because we are now at the farther speed, we can now just go straight. Damn, it's actually very far. We can actually manage to go here and deploy it. Then we're gonna go here. And look how far the distance is now. It's very farther than that. We already surpassed it. You can see it because we're getting better every time. That's how life is. You try new stuff, but it fails, then you try to upgrade it. And look how far the distance we got for only that supporter. Because so in the scientists, they don't know how to make a gain of that. But that's when we're gonna try to add the extra fuel so we can go further. Here we go. The shield is ready there. If we just zoom out, we mostly almost gonna reach to Asia. You know what I mean about Asia? So yeah, we're gonna almost reach there. Anyway, so we're gonna wait until we actually reach to our parachute point. It's gonna take a while because it's a long fall, and it helps us to wait a long fall and helps you to break your speed. Okay, so I think we can use that when we're getting closer, like if we manage to reach to other planets, for example like Mars, then we must get to the closest to the atmosphere as possible and try to burn up the speed what we have, then we can actually land on Mars. But we must also have plan to get from off Mars and go back. That's all the stuff we need to do. I see now we already reached to an hour, almost like an hour again. and it feels like we didn't actually. Feels like we only play like 10 of 20 minutes. That is a show how much fun is this to play this game. Literally. But if you want me to continue more of this experiment with you guys, sit in the comments and you're more than welcome. But you can see every rocket we build getting further and further distance. With this one we have like built at this eight test 8. Now look how far the distance got. Only by that supporter was added on. Then you can see how much better it is. So then we're gonna add more fuel so as to see if we can make it in further distance. It's always better to do in like in stairs. It's better to build it slowly to the base. I like it try to build the best, but it fail every time. Okay, we're gonna land. We must wait till we reach 100 meters. There you go. Now I can release it very earlier, but I like to just release it at 100. So when we gonna come very close, it's very fast actually. There you go. There you go. We reach very far distance. And that's, you can see our closest distance, our space center. So that's when we shut off, and that's when we land. Then we're getting further till very far away, like one here. Then a very far away, like one here, and another one very far away, like one here, till we reach to us, who's literally like here. You can see the big distance from all of them. Downrange. Okay, then we're gonna go here. Eight test. Rocket 2026 06 08. I make every time sure I've actually remember the right what is the test. You can see we have 8 tests of rockets and look how far we have become. Okay, so like I've said, we're gonna put the extra fuel on so we can manage to get further distance. And that means we're gonna gain height. Very high. Okay. There we go. We got extra fuel, so it lasts longer. So cool. But you can see we getting sometimes very slow to get up here. But the fuel and to manage the fuel is very better. It's just to get less fuel and more strong engines is very no problem there. But you see we're getting closer to the space. Then when we reach space, then we must build a rocket to have a more fuel reach again in space. Then we must get speed. It means we must get far away from the highest point you can get. You know, the point is getting away. Then when we get the speed, then we're gonna do this to make you go faster, not higher, but faster, so you can actually go further distance beyond. Then, because we managed to actually get in orbit, so try to get here. And yeah, we actually managed to get in space. I think to slow down is gonna be a little bit hard because we have less fuel. Let's go try to do 1-4 orbit. Then okay, I need a little bit more so it can actually touch a little bit at the atmosphere, because look how fast we are actually going. Not again. Turn around again. We must be very carefully, because this is all the fuel we managed to get. Okay, that's the fuel. Now we're gonna dump you. Now we're gonna go till here. He's gonna fall also in the the orbit of in the atmosphere also, but yeah, let's go speed of time. So only by 5 times speed. There we reach here. We gonna just scratch the atmosphere, then we're gonna leave again, but we will come back again till we actually very slow down. You see, we're only gonna scratch it, then we're gonna escape again. You will see some burns, but we will escape and come back and escape and come back and escape and come back. And we actually managed to get also here, so I don't know where we're gonna land. Yeah, this is actually the right thing you can do, but if you actually put it in a normal speed, then it's gonna take a very long time. I think because we are so fast. Wait, are we gonna collide? No, he's gonna escape again. Yeah, he's gonna escape. Yeah, we're gonna go over them again. Yep, there he goes. It's gonna leave the leave to space again. I think we're gonna land mostly over there, like where that ship is. It's gonna take a long flight, or it's gonna land between them. Yeah, I think it's gonna land between them. If you just look at the rhythm we are going in. And it's gonna take a long while, so we're gonna try our best. Yeah, we're gonna land between them. That's good. Yeah, we are again over 2000 degrees. We almost reached to 2010 degrees. We're gonna speed up time so we can actually reach the ground again. Yeah, we land in the desert again, yay. Yeah, it's not gonna survive that. It's gonna destroy. Crash into surface of Earth. Okay, there it goes. We are back here. Ah. That shows how our pride is being built. This is number 9. If we go back how this one is, this is our first rocket, you know, and if we go back here, that's how our rocket looks like now. Now we need to get to a higher orbit. To do that, we need the extra fuel. Means we need to upgrade this one to this one. Let's see how far this one gonna go. He's gone heavy. That's alright. Okay. We're getting low altitude. Low altitude. Actually low altitude now. But it takes time this because this is the altitude I'm laying for turning. What do we need to do? We're already at half tank and we are really close to that atmosphere. Reach or 1500 altitude means we can do this more. Okay, the highest point reach you into space. We need to get a little bit higher. There you go. Then we're gonna timer up there. Let's get a little bit high to fight. Full speed over 1000 miles per hour per second. Then we go like this again. Then we can do a couple of laps. To see what happens with that ship. That ship have managed to stay in orbit for a very long time. I want to see when they coming together. It looks like they all stand to the same orbit. You can see this guy and they're getting closer. But you can see this is getting low altitude. It was far but it's getting closer, you can see. I think it's enough laps. And needed to touch barely to the atmosphere like that. Then we need to reach here. Need to speed a little bit time up. Okay, we are approaching to the atmosphere about our test 10. I think it's test 10. Did we change anything about our rocket? I think I did. I'm not sure what we did to the rocket. Did we add more fuel or just relaunch again? I think I did. Okay. We are burning slowly and steady. Okay, we are, like I'm gonna say again, we burn slowly and steady. I think to leave the atmosphere again is gonna take a long time. Oh yeah, it takes the same route as me, which looks like me and him is getting again together. Yeah, we're gonna reconnect here. Not anymore. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna reconnect again. Because if we are more in the atmosphere, look how more is this gonna go in the atmosphere. So actually burning very slow here. I think this temperature is hot enough to cook eggs normally. Yeah, it's gonna leave again. Why do you leave me? You see what I mean? So we're getting more in the atmosphere. We're just burning slowly, but we are burning our speed away also. Yep, we're gonna land, looks like. Because our whole orbit or our orbiting line is in the atmosphere. Okay, it's gonna take a long time, but yeah, we're gonna reach in the more in Earth's atmosphere, so yeah, it's gonna take a while. You can see already the lower point is gonna reach in the in the waters at the farthest point ever, you know. Yeah, exactly what I didn't plan, but this mostly just touching the just a little bit of the atmosphere and gonna slow down enough so you sometimes gonna escape the atmosphere, but you're not gonna escape the Earth's gravity. You see this? He's already getting closer and closer to his end of stop. His stop is gonna be that point. Okay. We're gonna land in the desert. There you go. Our landing, our completion, everything done. Let's go save our build. Oh yeah, let's go see. Let's go save it as 10. Then test. Rocket 2026 06 08. Yeah, I see now the difference. Is our rocket now? We get that the extra fuel tank. But yeah, I'm gonna stop the video here. Yeah, because I know it's long, but I want to chill a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching with me and play with me the Space Flight Simulator. It's very awesome to meet you guys here, and also see you guys again in another video. So I see you guys again. Ciao. And I hope you have a nice day. So I see you guys again. Goodbye.